Boss time! Boss time! At last, it's season 2!
Off.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Murfs has planted his flag. I am indifferent towards wrestling in general. I think maybe something inside me died when I realized that one of us three is now an AEW guy.
It is what it is.
I just don't know what to believe anymore, but this is It's Boss Time, the best pure strikers in podcast history, official Rico Constantino fan chat. And it's a sad, sad day for wrestling fans.
It should be the official Daniel Bryan fan chat now. Or Bryan Danielson.
You think you planted your flag already and you're calling him Daniel Bryan.
The real OGs know who Daniel Bryan is.
Sorry, did you just dead name Bryan Danielson?
Bryan Danielson is the best wrestler of all time.
Who are you, JR?
I don't think
he actually,
JR even knows who he
JR
is.
nailed it, actually.
He called Paul White Big Show.
And he called Ruby Soho Ruby Riot. That's right.
Yeah.
But he did pretty well apart from that, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what I've noticed? That he doesn't sell near falls ever, pretty much, anymore. All he does is just talk about the pin quality. That's all he cares about now.
Yeah,
he really needs to hook the
true.
leg.
It's not. Wow, that was so close. It was. You should have been deeper in that hook.
I swear he's just a frustrated wrestler, and he's just like, I could fucking do this so much better.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
But yes, Daniel Bryan is all
rather be making barbecue sauce. I don't know.
Yeah,
you just said Daniel Bryan again.
Well, it's sorry, it's going to take it. It's a bit of adjusting. But Bryan Danielson is all elite, along with a couple of other
American
people.
Dragon.
Doesn't really matter. But Bryan Danielson
Adam
is all
Cole's
elite.
pretty cool. That's
Adam
a
Cole's
fun little
massive.
And I like that he has his name still.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
His music is dope. You know it's all about the boom. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how because that happened quite quickly, but they managed to make a pretty cool song. Daniel Bryan's. So, fuck.
It needs some work. I'm not.
Brian.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Bryan
I thought it was
Danielson's-
alright when I watched it, but listening back, I'm
It's
like,
so shit. It could be so much better.
you don't like it?
Nah.
A lot of people were comparing it to Harlem Heat.
It's just weird. Why would you have dubstep for Daniel Bryan? It's like
I don't
it's
think
so
it's dubstep.
It's not dubstep.
Nah, it's not dubstep, but it's like it's. What would you call that?
You're saying it's not vegan enough. It's not white enough for Bryan Danielson, is that?
Just I don't know. I think
I would believe that.
Europe probably asked too much for Final Countdown.
Probably.
So
yeah.
they were like, nah, fuck that. We'll just make a shit version of Flight of the Valkyries.
And then go perfect.
What would you say it is? What style is that? Is Bryan's
Trap? Is it like a trap?
trap?
Yeah, it's
It is
pretty
trap.
much trap actually. Yeah.
But
That's a good shout.
that's rubbish. As if Europe asked for more than fucking the rights to Space Jam the other week. Like, come on, Tony Khan.
It's the Final Countdown. They probably would.
It's their only tune, isn't it? Or have they got
It's
other
their
ones?
only
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they probably got it with their life.
They needed more money for heroin.
Surely you'd just take it. Surely you'd just say, yeah, go on. Anyway.
What do you want? No. What are you going to give us? 5 million? No, we want 6. How much do we want? 6
$100 billion.
Disappointed in the music, but fucking hell. What a pay-per-view.
Insane.
People are comparing it to WrestleMania 17, which I'm not sure about. But
Yeah, I don't agree with
it's been
that.
said more than once.
I said at the time, and I think I was a victim of, like the being in the current moment, that it was one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen that I can remember.
Yeah.
Because of...
And you watched it alone.
Yeah, and I watched it live alone, and I just thought everything, the first hour and a half, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is nuts. And then you obviously had the Battle Royal and you had the Big Show kind of stink up the joint a little bit.
Yeah, that was awful. But it didn't need to happen.
Yeah. No, it didn't. But it served its purpose because I literally missed the match because I went and made a coffee and had a piss and missed it.
Yeah.
So it was literally
That's what it was
there for
for.
that. So it did its job.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always say, like, oh, we like to give people their roses in AEW. Like, we like to give them their flowers. We like to give them their respect. It's like, we don't need that with Paul White. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We don't need that match on pay-per-view when you've got Malachi Black cutting a promo in another smoky room when you could have had that match in that spot with a quicker match or whatever. But anyway, who cares?
Yeah, Black could have just knocked someone out.
He could have knocked someone out in 10 minutes in a semi-competitive match in that spot, but
all the AEW fucking flag planters are just like, AEW doesn't put over older talent like WWE. Fucking Paul White is on the show. Malachi Black is not.
Yeah. As we said on the last episode, it's a little bit more of the same for Malachi, but we'll see how it goes.
That's all right. No,
the entrance is cool. I just saw it today for the first time where
it's
the
fucking
lights
awesome.
go out and then he appears in the turnbuckle. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's what Captain
Really quickly
Dildo
turned
should
it.
have.
It goes black and he absolutely sprints. Like that's what was kind of funny to think about. But
He's like sweating and gasping for air as he sits down in the middle of the ring.
that's why he wears the mask.
Like when the Fiend had to run from the ring to the ramp, to the top of the ramp every time. But it was fun.
The Black Mass or whatever his finishing move is called. He hit Dustin Rhodes like in the chest or the shoulder, instead of the head. And I'm just like
on Dynamite, he did that as well. Yeah.
It's like whoops, but that's okay.
That's fine. Not everyone can sell it like Murphy.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not like Dustin's pretty tall too, so it's kind of difficult.
True.
That's why it's a tough move because if you don't hit it absolutely perfectly, it looks like shit. But if you hit it perfectly, it looks like death. So
I guess the taller guys kind of have to be keeled over a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't do really the surprise factor as much. With the
like if you were going to do it to someone like Big Show, you'd almost have to like take his knee out so he's on his knee and then do it.
Yeah, and that's still fine.
Yeah, it looks great. Move. It would look great. Yeah. But you do that
we're talking about
to Goldust. I don't know how effective that is. But anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah. So we were just saying the pacing of the event was cool. CM Punk, Darby Allin was a real slow start, real wrestling match, which was surprising. But then towards the end, it really built up, and it was an awesome match by the end. So 4+ star.
Yeah, I love the story of like the old wily veteran versus the young upstart. So he has to ground him. He has to go to all the basics to keep this kid like under control. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, the storytelling was great, and he did put over Darby.
Oh, big time.
There's a few marks who were like, no, he did. He put over Darby Allin.
Absolutely.
And there was it would have been ridiculous for him to lose his first match back. So that was booked really well.
Yeah.
And Kenny v Christian, which was surprisingly
that was a good match,
fast paced, and it was a different style of match, and it was equally good. It was great.
Do you know, like my verdict on that was like it was a really, really good fundamental match, but the crowd and I know watching it live, I was like, I just know Christian's not winning. You know when you have those kind of matches where you're like, I just absolutely know.
Well, yeah, but we knew that before the event even took place. Like you can't. It was beat Omega twice.
So that for me, I don't bite on any of the two counts because I'm like, I just know for sure that he's not winning, and it was almost like it was the who's going to debut waiting room that whole match.
Yeah, that's why it was an odd choice to get rid of the title before the match.
Yeah, it kind of killed the momentum. Whereas I think if that was his first crack at Omega, you might go, oh, maybe, but because he'd already beaten him, it was like, nah.
The whole story was that he was unbeaten coming into that match.
It's not enough because everybody knows that someone big's debuting, and it was the Bryan Danielson or Adam Cole waiting room is what it felt like watching it for me.
Fucking cage match. Fucking raging boner for that.
Holy shit.
But Penta hugging his family, putting blood all over his family. It's just hilarious.
It's bleeding all over his daughter. That was fucking funny, man. And she's bawling her eyes out because she's looking at her dad.
Have some
and he's just fucking
hepatitis,
bleeding.
Mika. Hepatitis for Mika. That was cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Not impressed.
Everyone says it's amazing. I didn't like it.
Really?
So, yeah.
I thought it was one of the best cage matches I think I've ever seen. Like, it was just...
Yeah, I
fucking
just said
crazy.
to Trini, I don't like that style of tag wrestling where both teams look like they're putting on a show, like it's a piece of theatre.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
It takes... I like fun wrestling, but I don't like when some matches look like sports and some matches look like a ballet.
I do notice that with Young Bucks matches, that is very much a Young Bucks thing where it's like, oh, here is a spot of wrestling. Like, here is a wrestling spot.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another.
I do agree with you there, but
over and over again.
Just for the sheer absolute outrageous nature of what went on, I was just like, this is just fucking nuts, man. Like the shoe, like what was it? It was some real expensive trainer, right?
Yeah,
like some
Nike and thumbtacks on the bottom.
Apparently, that's a really expensive shoe. I don't know, but like
it's some Vinnie Mac signature. No,
yeah, that'd be sick actually. But it was good. The women's championship match was pretty good. Like, it was good.
It was okay. It was better than the Battle Royal.
It was, but I think Ruby sort of saved the Battle Royal.
Jade Cargill really needs some work, but like it's kind of like she reminds me of Dana Brooke when she first came into NXT and just had
She
no
kind of
idea how to
reminds me
wrestle.
of China. Like, she reminds me a little bit of China. Like, just to look at, like, she's got that physique.
Yeah,
that she could be
Is this
booked
the
like China.
The tough black chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not impressed by everything. I thought she was okay. But I think, again, Ruby didn't... There's just some sloppy stuff. They don't hold a candle to WWE's women's division. And everything looks like they're... I said it to Trini. I was like, they all look like they're thinking about the next move at every point within the match. And
yeah,
it takes
there
me
is.
It's going to need a few years.
I do agree.
Get better, but yeah.
But I think everybody's aware that in AEW that's definitely the part of AEW that needs the most work. Like, the women's division is really, really bad. I didn't even know who majority of the women were in the Battle Royal. I didn't even know they had that many women on the roster.
Yeah, they need more established characters too, because they all kind
I think
of
that was
look
the idea
similar.
of bringing
Their
in
ring gear is all pretty similar.
That was the idea of bringing in Thunder Rosa from NWA and stuff.
Yeah,
Thunder Rosa's cool. Yeah, she's got a gimmick. She's got a.
They're starting to build with people like Soho and Thunder Rosa and Britt and Jamie Hayter. Like, they're actually starting to get some pillars there that will be characters going forward. They did Hikaru Shida dirty in this Battle Royal. She carried the whole era in front of no crowds, like the pandemic era, and now she's just not even on TV. Right? And Riho as well. Yeah. So it's a weird one. I don't know, because I thought Shida was really, really good. She's one of those wrestlers that doesn't look like she's thinking about the next move.
She's cool.
Like, she's what, probably late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, I think so. She's pretty young. Yeah.
She looks so polished and such a veteran. It's awesome.
She's really great. Like, she's awesome. She is legitimately really, really good. And for whatever reason, she just doesn't wrestle on television. But
Cobra, I looked up why it's is it Reba not Rebel or Rebel not Reba? Which
Rebel not Reba.
Yeah. I think, and it's because Britt Baker, when they first got together, she was doing like the Chris Jericho sort of vibe where it's like, let me tell you something, Kirk Angel or whatever. Like she was just calling her by the wrong name.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So that's why.
Well, speaking of Chris Jericho, him and MJF, that went on too long. Jericho needs a spell. That match did not do it for me at all.
Yeah.
Like he already won his match. He already beat him. Jericho winning really did nothing for the rivalry at all. Like Jericho didn't need his heat back. He could have gone away, come back. He's still Chris Jericho. Like he didn't need to win. He didn't need to win another match. Like that was pointless.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I thought it was fine. Because he made the stipulation, I will never wrestle in AEW again. So it was interesting. It was like, would he lose again? But I think at the same time, people didn't think he would lose twice in a row. Yeah. It was weird how that ended. But then I was also saying that they kind of, with him losing to, how did he lose the first time? To a Judas effect.
Yeah, he got hit with the Judas effect. And then the salt of the earth, and he tapped.
Yeah, so they made him tap so that the story was that could happen again, and then he was in the salt of the earth. And I was like, oh no, he's going to tap, and then he didn't. I must admit, there was a couple of moments there where I was like, fuck, he might actually retire on this pay-per-view, or in ring, retire maybe.
Because I thought this was the point where he's like, yeah, it's time to go tour with Fozzy again.
Yeah, same. I thought it was, and maybe it is, and he just goes out on a win, and MJF, because obviously MJF was on Dynamite today. Holy shit, he went off on Dynamite today, talking some shit about the Pillmans.
He needs to lower his voice when he's using a microphone. That's the point of a microphone.
He screams. Yeah, he screams all the time. But he was fucking going off today. Yeah. He said some real crazy shit about Pillman's mum and shit.
Yeah, really? he's next level heel, I think. But sometimes it can just be like, what the that's fucked. Like, you can let them get away with that, but then Max Caster gets absolutely destroyed online for
he's back there, right?
Well,
yeah,
he is. The thing with MJF's promo today though was you could tell it was all okay with the family. Like the family the family was in the front row. Yeah. So it's fine. Like, he's not saying that shit off the cuff. He's had approval for that, but it was still jarring. It was like, holy fuck! Like he called his mum, what did he call her? Methany or something like that. It was good.
Hey, you know what I miss? Good. I miss whenever we started talking about AEW for more than 30 seconds, we'd say, fuck AEW, fuck AEW. We'd stop talking about AEW.
Yeah. The flag's been planted.
It says something about the state of wrestling at the moment, the fact that you tune into its boss time and the first 15 minutes or whatever are just AEW talk. What's up with that?
So you know what I think was the key to All Out being a tremendous success?
What was that?
The absence of that fuckwit Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I don't think if he was on the card, it would have been ever compared to WrestleMania 17.
Well, maybe it would have put it over the top. Who knows? But we're going to be talking about AEW more because it seems as though Kevin Owens' contract is up in January, and all reports are that he's
I hate that headline
gone.
Though. Like, contract expiring. Like,
he's going to
AEW. Yep, no worries.
But he tweeted and deleted a tweet with the coordinates to Mount Rushmore, which is what they called themselves, the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling. Him and the Young Bucks and Adam Cole.
Yeah, right.
So there's a lot of smoke with this fire. So it's very interesting. Real watch this space with big KO.
I had a note about Raw, if you'll allow me.
Please.
Jeff Hardy chasing the 24/7 title. You might as well hand him an oversized chef's hat.
That was a note that I had.
That's all I got.
He's absolutely fucked, isn't
he? Yeah, he's absolutely cooked. Pardon the pun.
He was so excited to bring back new words. I'm so tired, boys.
No more words.
No more words, thank you.
I see the writing on the wall. Yeah.
But that's about all I've got on Raw. That tag team shit was all right. Reggie's been booked stronger than 90% of the roster, and Jeff Hardy's chasing him. So fucking who knows what's up with that?
How does Rick Boogs not have his own theme music? He won the title and Shinsuke's music played.
Yeah, but that's cool. I don't mind that.
He won what
Fuck
title?
it, man.
Sorry, won the match. Sorry.
He won a match. Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
Well, SmackDown's been great, man. SmackDown's been really solid. Great show. I've really
Kenny
enjoyed it
Omega
the
was
last few
put
weeks.
over Roman Reigns in the top 500 this year.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if that's fine. Whatever. It's not true, but it's
So many people have been saying Kenny's not at his peak.
no. I mean, I don't think he's been anywhere near the best wrestler. Like compared to Reigns, there's no way. But whatever. Nobody had a better year than Roman. I know Kenny in storyline went and won all those titles, but that was so those companies could work with AEW or whatever. This is like Roman's taking himself to another level. I think he's the best wrestler on earth at the moment, but could be just me.
Who?
Roman.
Yeah.
At least Reigns came second.
Bobby Lashley was number 3. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think Reigns was 2, was he?
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre was 4th 2 years in a row.
Fucking Moxley won it last year. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Moxley's. I mean, it says a lot. We didn't even talk about his match on
Chris
All
Jericho
Out,
number 3.
'cause it was-
Wow.
Jericho number 3.
Last year.
Maybe.
Moxley's
Okay.
even number 6 this year. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Rich Swann number 10. Oh, because he was big on Impact, wasn't he?
apparently. Yeah.
Doing things. Yeah, okay.
At least Roman won it 5 years ago. Number 1.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he ever
Yeah,
won.
Very interesting.
ironically, when he was shit.
When he was getting booed, when he should have been getting cheered.
Yeah.
I know this is really hard to believe, but the Alexa Bliss stuff still absolutely fucking sucks.
She's still got the doll.
No doubt.
It's so shit.
But Alexa
Like-
Charlotte could be great.
It could be a good match, but there's going to be too much fuckery with the doll and shit, I think. So, do you think maybe Alexa wins? I know we'll eventually do predictions, but maybe Alexa wins just so we can get Charlotte another championship, like, number.
16 times or whatever.
I don't know.
There's a chance.
As bad as that would be, it's not as bad as fucking Super Brutality. That sucks.
Yeah.
But fuck it,
Super
man.
Brutality?
Fuck it. Yeah, that's what she's
Oh.
called.
Nikki asshole.
Is that what they're actually called?
Yeah, she said it in the interview before they went out. And Rhea's like, ugh, like they're playing it like, Rhea's like, I don't really want to have anything to do with this, but whatever. Like, I'll just do it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit. That's what it is.
It's Poop Palace.
Hasn't the mood changed since we started talking about WWE?
Yeah, I know.
I'm literally falling asleep. This is probably going to be the worst podcast in history.
Official
on my
Rico
end.
Constantino fan show.
Official the worst podcast. The sloppiest
It's the same.
slaps in podcast history.
It's the same shit every week with WWE though. SmackDown's solid, Raw sucks. Move on.
Yeah. All right, let's pull out some fun bits. That's what she said.
Pull out your fun bits.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions if you'd
Yeah,
be interested.
give us some questions. Yeah, I'm curious.
Have we got any
Throw
notice?
'em at my
Have we got
tits.
any notice or?
I'm not giving you any, so
Well, you.
What?
You
Questions without notice.
question 1.
Go.
Who is the next big breakout household name like The Rock or Cena in WWE right now? Who could you see doing films? It could be
what
any
kind
kind
of-
of film.
I was going to. What
This is
kind
the
of
thing.
films?
This is the thing.
It's Roman.
Roman could do both. Roman could do those big VR videos you were talking about the other day. I'd watch that, to be honest. Would you watch let's, you know what? I'll change the question. Would you watch a Roman Reigns VR porn for 70 minutes?
Would I watch 70-minute Roman Reigns? It'd be like a Dom thing.
But you've got to watch it from. You got to watch it. You have to watch it from her perspective. So you're literally just watching Roman fuck.
No, I know that. I know that. It's polish the tribal chief's balls.
I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. What has happened?
To answer your question, no doubt, absolutely.
I probably would. 70 minutes. I probably would.
I'd give it a look. I'd give it at least 15 minutes.
Does that mean when he gets down and dirty, you look down and you can see yourself being penetrated by the tribal chief? That's great.
This show fucking sucks. Anyway,
so dumb.
Anyway,
the original question was probably better. I think. if not Roman Reigns, then who's funny? Who's fun?
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Matt Riddle, man. Matt Riddle could totally end up like
in a buddy cop movie sort of thing.
Yeah, awesome, like stoner comedy resurgence.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Bringing back the early noughts.
Pineapple Express,
but I guess with
Matt
less
Riddle
blatant
would be fucking
sexism.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to see the buddy cop movie with Randy Orton and Riddle. That'd be great.
Or with Omos and AJ.
One's short and from the south.
Omos AJ would be great.
You can tell these two don't hang out outside of work.
I'm too tall for this shit.
Maybe Omos eating a steak that's the size of fucking AJ while he's looking over it with the big eyes and shit. Anyway.
Eating a salad.
Eating a salad. Oh, you guys.
That's almost. Second question.
Number two. Because we'll clean it up a bit. We won't talk about VR porn. The second
Absolutely
question is,
we will. What are you talking about?
The second question is, how much money would you take to wear Karrion Kross's gimp suit to a relative's birthday party?
Now we're getting somewhere.
How much would I take?
$5 million.
How much money would it take?
You know what I do.
How much would I need?
What's your minimum?
Yeah, we know what you do with $5 million. What's my minimum to a relative's birthday party?
Yeah, but you
understand who you're asking, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know your whole family, but I'm guessing that maybe they wouldn't care, or
I think most of them would just think, it's Cohen again.
That's just Cohen. He's actually being conservative today.
He's definitely. Oh, look, he's wearing something on his upper half.
He's actually wearing something formal.
And look, he's COVID safe.
It's true.
Yeah,
that's an underrated gag.
Look,
that's an underrated gag. That's very good.
I'll take $100. I'll take $100.
What about
I'll take 20 quid.
20 quid.
5 million. Trini will take 5 million.
Oh, 5 million.
To be tombstone naked by the Undertaker.
Yeah, this is all for another agenda.
Put it towards a good cause.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's one of the options in the new Undertaker New Day Netflix interactive game.
If you go down this path, you get
walk down the stairs to the basement. B, scream out, Taker, will you please tombstone me naked? C, go down on Big E. I don't know what this movie's going to be like. Who knows? Find out how Big E really is.
Do you reckon as he's orgasming, he goes, "Oh, yeah!"
On the way to, yeah.
I think that's the only way. I couldn't imagine that.
Oh, hello, Little E's!
Oh, that's so fucking stupid.
Oh, God, don't you dare be sour. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Well, it's
Baby, I just eat all over your booty.
But we are definitely watching that together.
yes.
Pig ejaculation.
Jesus Christ.
Let's start.
Captain Dildo outfit to
All right. Yeah, okay.
family event.
Very, very organic progression.
$100 is the answer. So that's the correct answer.
20 quid.
That's the correct
20 quid is
answer.
the answer.
Yeah, objectively the correct answer.
Whose yard is this?
All right, so I don't have any idea where we are, but because you're in a bit of a haze, so you're walking. You're walking
back
up
to
to
the
the yard.
haze.
Or maybe you're wearing that Captain Dildo mask. I don't know. Either way, you can make your own.
It's Master Ass Shredder. It's
mind
not
up what you're
Captain
wearing.
Dildo.
So-
I feel like Captain Dildo just... I don't
Otherwise,
know.
he'd
more
have like
universal.
a holster with dildos in it. Or like one of those shotgun. What are they called? When you're wearing a sash with like shotgun. I used to have one in my toy box. Like room for shotgun pallets along it, but they're just dildos instead.
yeah.
Oh, yes, I see.
20 dildos on his chest.
For the sake of immersion, you're wearing Captain Arse Shredder's fucking gimp outfit because you're on your way to your family's birthday party. But you walk past this yard, right?
Yeah.
And you can see colourful plastic all over the lawn. You can't really make out what it is, but it's shredded up. It's all over the lawn. Ignoring the obvious red flag of that, you decide you want to go into this yard to find out whose it is. You want to trespass. So all over the ground near these pieces of plastic, there's a heap of refund receipts on the ground. You think that's pretty fucking weird as well. So you get closer to the house and you can hear Pink blasting from the house. And you think that's pretty fucking weird as well. Why are you walking through this yard where there's shredded colourful plastic, refund receipts, and Pink? You look through the window and you can see quite a curvy woman's shadow dancing and
What Pink song is it?
flailing her arms around in the air. You can't quite make out who it is, but you can see on the screen of her computer that there's several 1-star Google reviews in progress being made of
What's the
various
Pink song?
various establishments. It's
Why don't you tell me the Pink song?
it's the it's the Rockstar one. It's not even a good one. Yeah, that's the one.
Ugh, filth. It's not even early Pink.
That's pretty early Pink. Anyway.
No, early Pinks. Get the party started.
True. Anyway, you've got
Okay.
get the party started. You can't hear anything else.
Star reviews.
There's 1-star Google reviews from various establishments in progress on the computer screen, and you're curious, so you go to the door. And on the doormat, there's a colourful headband. It's faded, so you can't really read it. And so you decide, I'm going to find out who's in here because I'm already in this gimp suit and I'm trespassing already. So you knock on the door, and the music stops and the door opens. And a woman bursts through and gives you a belly-to-belly suplex on the deck. And when you wake up, who would you see when you wake up as you
Cobra.
hit the deck? Yes?
Cobra. We've already done Bailey. Is this Bailey?
No, we haven't done Bailey.
Yeah, we have. But is it not Bailey?
I thought you
It
were
is
going to
Bailey.
say you ring...
It is Bailey.
I thought you were going to say you ring the doorbell and it goes, ding dong, hello.
No, I was going to say that, but I thought
Everything else
on the
gave it
deck
away
was better.
first.
Because she's got her stupid fucking Karen haircut.
But you said curvy woman. She's not that curvy.
She's
just got
pretty
a
curvy.
booty.
I would say she's pretty curvy.
Refund receipts? Walk me through that.
Yeah, because she's a Karen, so she's refunding shit, and she's a fucking. Well, she'll give this a 1-star anyway because it's fucking shit. So.
This is. We've done Bailey. It was
Yeah, but
one of the
it's-
first ones.
Yeah, and nobody listened to that. So
Speaking of, Chic Tweet this week is to do with fruits and vegetables.
we're already out of
I
material.
want fresh content. With how stale WWE's product is, I need fresh content from you people.
But AEW is fucking great, so
Yeah.
I think Liv Morgan should go to AEW.
20 odd minutes. Yeah, I don't think she should. I need something to keep me interested in the E.
She's really great.
I know she's great, okay? We all know she's great. She's not coming on the show. Also, Trini, we still have to have an interview battle with Nathan Jones.
Yes, we discussed it this week. So Cobra put up the suggestion that we should interview Nathan Jones legitimately.
I agree.
And on an unrelated note, I said, oh, yeah, whoever interviews Nathan Jones the best wins the tiebreaker for our title belt.
We should have a list of questions. He's only got a few Twitter followers, so we could definitely get him on, I think. He'd be an attainable first guest.
I'm going to look up Nathan Jones.
I tagged him on our on something.
Did you? Yes.
Yeah, it's
our way in.
Chic tweets.
I'd be honest with you, bananas.
Okay.
That's the key. Say the same one 4 weeks in a row, and
Yes.
any new material will be hilarious. I'll be honest with you, bananas. If you keep turning the brown...
Jesus.
All right. I'll be honest with you, bananas. If you keep turning the brown before I peel you and eat the fuck out of you,
Hot. Very
I'm
sexy.
going to stop buying you. Stay yellow
Amen.
or go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Fuck you.
Amen. Fuck you, jabroni. Brown banana.
Bananas.
Look, might as well just leave people with a bit of wisdom, hey?
I took your wisdom on board and I got the jab.
Yeah, you got your
today,
shot. You got
so-
vaxxed.
Yeah. So
I'm changing
get
lives.
vaxxed or fucking die is what we said
You got
last
the-
week.
Did you say you got the Pfizer?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
How?
Because
Did
they
you
had
booked
it.
a while ago?
No.
They just had it.
I just hunted
Bastard.
around and found one. So
You bastard. Okay, fair enough. It is Are You OK Day, I believe. I've seen a lot of people sharing
it is.
Are You OK posts. And what I want to say is you could be okay. You could not be okay. That's okay, obviously. It's a thing. People are like, it's okay to not be okay. And it's become a cliche. And if people say something like that, I'm like, you know what else is okay? Me shoving my fist up your ass and making you a Pinocchio. Even though that's not what you do with Pinocchio, because he's a boy. He doesn't need...
He's not a
He
puppet.
becomes a real boy. You don't need to put your hand up his ass. He's a puppet, but not a ventriloquist. Yeah, he's a... What are they called?
Sorry, he's not a ventriloquist
Italian.
dummy. He's a string puppet, I suppose. Anyway, marionette.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Marionette. Yeah, exactly. Marionette who smokes cigar. Have you watched Pinocchio?
yeah, it's fucked up. It's so bad.
It's so fucked up. It's brilliant.
Fucked up, movie.
Yeah. Love old Disney.
All their
They
shit's
weren't shy about
fucked
fucking
shit,
up
man.
kids. They try and
Yeah.
make it more subtle now. Well, now they take you on emotional roller coasters and make you think about death. And
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is real fucked up, man. There's people dying everywhere in that movie.
yeah. No, they're all... Even now, they're fucked up. Disney's fucked.
Pinocchio's a real boy, and all of a sudden, hey, a whale!
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I took from it.
Yeah, what? People forget about the whale.
Absolutely. Monstro, the whale.
Anyway, I'm not here to talk about puppets. All I want to say is that no matter how stressful your life is on any given day, just remember that you don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things. You're a worthless. You're less than an ant. You're fucking the scum on the underside of a sponge that you should have thrown out months ago. But I mean that in a positive way. Okay.
In a constructive way. Thanks, guys, for listening.
In a constructive way. No, I mean, I heard this old guru saying, you don't get a box when you leave. You don't get to pack away your things. You don't get a doggy bag at the restaurant of life.
That's beautiful.
So, enjoy your meal. Eat as much as you can. Even if it makes you sick. And just remember that when you leave that table, that's it. So anything that you acquire throughout your life, just make it the right shit. Just don't stress about, getting a mortgage when you know that you can't afford to pay off a mortgage. When 40 years to pay off a house doesn't sound like something that you'd really be into, you don't have to do it. If squeezing 6 kids out of your vagina sounds like a nightmare, don't do that either. But also, maybe that's the opposite of what I'm saying, because some people are like, kids are great, and it's good to let love in your life. Whatever. If you want to have kids, do that. But what I'm saying is, if the kids die, that's cool. You're going to die too. So just make another kid. Look, the message is getting muddled. You come into life with nothing. You leave life with nothing. All that you have
is
the
nothing.
Experiences between life and death. All that you have is nothing.
I promise you, we do like you guys.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
We thank you so much for giving us listens and stuff.
Basically, just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you fucking want. Just don't kill anybody or be a cockhead.
But that's not necessarily the message. I'm saying don't stress too much.
Like, don't.
I'm not saying murder everyone because they're all the scum on the underside of a month-old sponge. Like, I'm just saying, be nice to yourself and others, and stop worrying. I'm also talking to me right now. If you don't get the Tesla, Cobra, fuck it. You're not going to get buried in the Tesla. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Bury me in my Tesla.
Idea.
Guys, can you make sure I get buried in my Tesla? Even if like a second-hand one. Even a Tesla that's just, it's out of commission.
Scrap.
Like, there's no use for it. It doesn't work anymore. Bury me in a Tesla.
Okay.
I didn't even want to be buried. I wanted to be cremated. But right now, I'm telling you,
You probably could be cremated.
I've just
'cause
decided-
Tesla's
We'll burn you.
set on fire.
We'll burn you in the Tesla. Yeah.
you have to turn the Tesla on, put me in it, and then hopefully find a faulty Tesla that no one will buy because it has such electrical faults that it literally will burn whoever is inside the car at any one time. Put me in that Tesla, turn it on, walk away, and I can be cremated that way.
Perfect.
I want my carcass to burn in a Tesla.
Something romantic about that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Such
You can
wisdom.
make a Disney film out of that.
Yeah, amazing
Such
wisdom this week.
And I'll just leave myself a note to never do Whose Yard Is This again. And
Mate, just make sure you listen to like the last 30 episodes before you do yard.
I literally don't even remember what we said about the Bailey on the last one. But
It was I think it was Trini maybe, and he said that the wacky flailing inflatable arm flailing tube man had been cut down. So that was the first
Yeah,
thing.
pretty sure.
That was yours.
so
Yeah,
not only
'cause
is
it was-
Trini recycling content, I'm recycling his now.
Yeah.
It's a vicious circle until we're dead.
Fuck.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to waste my time listening to the same yards and the same G tweets. I only have so much time. And
Before
you
you're
guys are
cremated in a Tesla. That's fair.
Before I'm cremated in a Tesla. Yeah.
So to summarise,
list your games.
you mean fuck all. Just do whatever you want and don't stress.
It's not what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, do what makes you happy.
What makes me happy is
But
saying,
again-
fuck Cody Rhodes. Bye.
That's bye.
Boss time! Boss time!
It's season 2.
That's off.